Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Ohio State 14, Georgia 7.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Line getting set on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He'll try to get it through the air. Floats it out in space. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And he looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust him because the quarterback gets the ball right away. But that defensive line was having none of it. Failed fourth down. Big-time stop for this defense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Oh, look out! Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by 13 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the passer. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. He's right on target. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So they're going to go for it here on 4th down after missing a field goal attempt earlier in the game. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Trying to get to him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
You know, you got to be careful when you're throwing against this cornerback on the perimeter of the field because he has unbelievable short area quickness. And he can break on the pass immediately, and you saw it right there on that interception.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down for this offense. And with time running out here in the first half, the offense will take a knee, content to be on top as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being
trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Pressure coming. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on target this time. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The inside handoff. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. To the 15. Got a lot of running room. He was off to the races, and they finally get him down at the 5-yard line.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
At the 1-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
He'll sneak it. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
3rd down and goal. I want the touchdown. Is it predictable? Do I know he's going under center? And I know he's going to run a quarterback sneak? Yeah, but guess what? It's still so hard to stop. That's why you see it so much down here in the red zone, especially in situations like this in 3rd and goal when you need it. Touchdown for the offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 28 to Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Georgia going up tempo. They'll throw on 3rd and short. They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. At the 45 on his way. Afterburner's coming. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that 1st down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, Georgia 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Finds his tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll run it on first and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On second down, he'll let it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense starts with a short field. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The expressway is wide open. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. These plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. The Dogs are in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown.
Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And they get him down.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all
Hey,
of
you
the
keep coming
assignments
so
as they
close
put a
to bringing
stop
that
to
bitch
that
back.
return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Back to throw, it's Jennings. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Bringing it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
winning those
GG.
individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams.